Welcome back to Hit Points Gaming. Today we are doing a summer update here at Hit Points Gaming because we received something in the mail and we wanted to
share it with everybody.
Absolutely.
How excited we are.
Right. We actually got some customized boards here put together for Kingdom of Death Monster. And, you know, we've been in the middle of our Madara campaign, right? Which has gained a lot of traction.
Yes, but I know that everybody would want to see what we got in case they wanted to order their own if they were in the middle of a Kingdom Death campaign before all the new stuff comes out in the year 3020.
I know. There's so much, you know, I thought by now we would have a little bit more Kingdom Death stuff to come out. At least the campaign book to go over some, we would be able to incorporate some of our old expansions. And it's gotten us excited. I went through my Kingdom Death. After I put the boards together, I went through the Kingdom Death stuff, and I remembered that there are a lot of expansions that we have not touched yet. And going with the summer theme...
Because it is summer, spoiler alert.
Right.
It's summer.
We want to start the Sunstalker campaign.
And we wanted to know everybody's opinion about doing another campaign.
Right.
Would you watch? Would you be excited? The Sunstalker is a little bit different, you informed me, because at any time we could all perish.
The only thing I'm worried about the Sunstalker campaign is if you ever lose a fight against a Nemesis encounter, you lose the campaign. That's the only thing that I remember when I read the rules a long time ago. But now looking at the timeline, I don't think you actually run into a Nemesis encounter until you're 20. So
what?
Yeah.
So we don't fight
it's like
we
fight the Butcher, the Kingsman, and the Hand from year 20 to 25. So the first 20 are that's what
So we're just picking our own for the first 20 years?
Yes.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me that little
I know.
tidbit.
I literally just saw it because I had to research and get back up to speed because I want to do the Sunstalker campaign. I haven't even built the model yet.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can I see what the Sunstalker looks like?
You're gonna have to forgive me. We fought the Watcher, right? You and I. No, we didn't fight the Watcher. Oh, yeah, we beat the Watcher, and then we went even further and we played the Gold Smoke Knight. Right? So we went through that whole campaign. Yeah, the Sunstalker too. It's a whole new story. It's kind of like what Chris and I did when we played the Dragon King. I was going to say Dragon Prince. It's a really good show on Netflix. And you know, everything changes the way that you have babies. You get to name people and new items. The only thing that was bad about that was you only got to fight the giant dragon at the very end of the campaign, which I guess makes sense. But the actual dragon has a whole set of armor that you can get and weapons that we couldn't get in that campaign. So I would want to also incorporate the dragon into this campaign. It's something that we could actually go out and hunt. Pretty
like
cool.
An antelope? We would be hunting a dragon.
Well, I'm glad you brought...
Or does the Sunstalker have different hunts?
Nope.
Okay.
Not that I know of, but we would incorporate the dragon so we could fight it, I think, at a certain year.
So he would be what? Like the Phoenix? No, what was the one that we...
Like the Gorm. Like the Gorm. We added the Gorm into our fight.
Oh, okay. Did we get anything from the Gorm?
Yeah, a headache.
Oh.
But we did get, I think we got the black legendary sword that was just amazing. Gave us plus 20 strength.
Okay.
And plus, if you haven't seen our other campaigns, there's going to be a lot of spoilers. So I'm going to try not to... We fought the Gorm and we got the sword. Okay. So I would want to add the dragon in. I also would want to add in the Spidaclys. It's the giant spider that I haven't yet used. This actually replaces the antelope.
Oh, so it's a lower level
This is a regular hunt.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so that means we're going to build all new armor sets.
Exactly. There's a lot more to the game that we actually haven't tapped into that I think we should before a whole new set of new things. I think so.
What's
okay,
going on with the
now
tree?
we've got the lonely tree. All right, now
is that
Chris
the tree that?
Yes, it's the big tree.
Yeah.
That we have upstairs. This is Chris and I actually did play with this, but we never encountered it. I think we were actually encountering it incorrectly. That's why we never got it. So I think we should add it back in. to
So
ours.
it's something that we would
It's like
fight?
It's like a random encounter that you might come across.
Oh, in the rolls? Like when you roll the events?
Yeah. When you go on that random hunt board, you might come upon it.
Okay.
Here's the dragon that I wanted to incorporate.
That looks like a beetle, or that does not look like a dragon, but okay.
Okay.
Sure.
And I want to ask our viewers, of course, are you interested in a campaign like this? And should we add in the lion god?
What does that mean?
Okay, well that means we would add in another monster that we could go out and fight. I don't think we're forced to fight him. Now Chris and I fought him and he destroyed us.
Then why would
He destroyed
that?
us. Because I think a level 1 ripped us apart. It was just fun and exciting. So we only fought him once. Maybe we throw him in and we can see how powerful we are and maybe we can beat him. So I might toss the lion god in as well. Let us know if you want to see that, because that was a debacle when that happened. But here's the warning that we want to put out there. Because we're doing weekly Madara episodes, and that's basically tied to a whole liking mechanic with our viewers, because we have a steady set of viewers that watch us every week, which is really exciting. They make sure that I'm not messing up the rules, and they...
Kind of like our Kingdom Death viewers.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So I want to keep that going as long as people are watching it. Plus, the new Madara Kickstarter is live right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we're getting all the other Madara stuff. I haven't really told you that yet, but yeah, that's there because the viewers want it. They want to see it.
How many campaigns is in the regular book?
One.
And how many campaigns do we have to do with Gloomhaven? How many more?
Gloom what?
Gloomhaven. How many more do we have to do with that?
What I'm trying to get at is I don't think we'll be able to support weekly episodes of Kingdom Death.
No. We will not be able to support weekly. I'm telling you right now.
So we want to put this out there because we are excited again because of getting the boards and seeing everything here. We should put it together, and we want to tape it and put it out there as long as you guys are also interested.
But we have a lot of back work that we have to do. You don't have figures built. You started painting.
Yeah.
The original figures, you have to finish them before we start. So
yeah, I never did any. I tried painting a little bit of my Kingdom Death monster figures and they didn't really get anywhere, but then when I got Madara I really got interested in painting all the figures and it looked so much better on the board and it was something for me, to progress and I could slowly paint. But then we have all the Kingdom Death monsters, so I took a new approach. I'm not fully painting them, but I'm doing some sort of new technique, like kind of washing them fully, and then maybe I'll make some highlights. So I'll show you kind of where they stand right now, let me know what you think. I think it looks better than not painting them, of course, right?
It does, but you got to finish the bases before we start.
Yeah, I got to finish the bases and make them look a little bit better than how they are. This is just step 1. But I think the next thing is to actually show you the boards. And again, this is what sparked all our interest back into this. So, let me get to it. Here's phase 1 of the Kingdom Death monster models that I have basically done a wash in. And I just think it looks a little bit better than just having the coat of primer underneath. This is the 4th campaign that I've been doing of Kingdom Death, and I figured I got to spruce up the models a little bit. I want to finish up the bases, maybe put some rocks on them, and then I want to paint some sort of highlights in each model, just to add a little bit of color. Like, for instance, on the survivors, I would want to, paint like the lanterns or like the antelope, maybe paint his eyes red. Just something to add a little bit because I really like how the Madara characters are coming out. It makes it a little bit more enjoyable and it gives me something to do. And I have all these models that I feel like I'm not giving them justice. So that's where they are right now. Now let's move over to the board. So we received this from one of our viewers, which graciously sent us 2 different models here. And these are going to be available on Etsy. They are fancy but functional. And then there's another site called Play Your Boards. Both of them are going to be in the description of this video below. So if you think that these are going to definitely help your team out and help organize, which I will show you why I think that's going to be the case here, you can definitely pick them up online. So this is the base model that came in. Really the only assembly for this one is I just needed to easily glue these 4 different dividers in. So that took maybe a minute of super glue. Well, maybe 2 minutes because I did glue my fingers together on this one. I'm just bad at that. But as you can see, it keeps all of your gear here together, which is pretty nice. Of course, you know, this way if it hits, they don't get knocked all over the place. But I don't think we had that big of an issue. We had like those plastic things that we were able to put them in, which was nice. Yeah. But this right here is helpful. One thing I do like is you can actually stick your cards up here, either for your fighting arts or your disorders on the other side, because that's something that we did always forget. That's helpful. But here are the 2 best things. All of these dials are magnetic, so they just snapped right into place. And there's 2 different dials here. Now, it took me a second to realize why is there like a 1, 2, and 3 on each dial. But you know, once you go past 9 survival, which I think in our last campaign we were like 13, 14.
Yeah, we were in the teens.
You just point the arrow. Now I have 10 survival. 11 survival, or 20 or 30. So that's obviously what that meant. And very helpful. Good thinking ahead of time. So of course you got your survival, strength, evasion, luck, speed, accuracy, move, bleed, and then you just have an extra one, which is really nice. And then of course you have all of your armor hit points and mind points. And then not only do you have the numbers, but you also have a light and a heavy spot too. So this is just a way to keep track of your armor and your survival. Remember, we were just using like money tokens from Mad King Ludwig to keep track of our survival. So right here on the board, super helpful. Again, if anything gets knocked, if you forgot to, you know, you have to do the whole erasing thing with the pencil, boom, it's all here, and it's not gonna, nothing's gonna move. These are pretty tightly in here. The magnets worked really, really well. Now the other exciting part of just this, to me, this is like the basic board. On the right-hand side here, you have other magnets. This is all of your extra survival skills that you use survival for, right? I'm sorry, it's been a little while. Like surging and dashing. So this is just a way that, you know, I think you would start to turn off without having them, without any plugged in. Mm-hmm. And then say you surge on your turn, you would pop it in here so you know, hey, I surged that round. Because again, you can't use the same, you can't dodge twice in the same round. So this is your way to keep things, keep track of them. The only thing that I did have to do, some of these when we delivered, don't be alarmed if they're not on here. They might have fallen off, but it was super easy to put back together. I just put a little dot of glue here, and I was able to put it in. So again, that's why it took me a minute. I think that's why I glued my fingers shut. Very easy to do and very easy to assemble. We were also passed along one version of, I would call it the ultimate level 3 here version of the board. And Andrea, maybe you'll be the one that has this while we play.
Oh, I get to have the ultimate?
No, probably not.
Yeah,
so, of course,
okay.
You got the top part right here. This is the same board we were just looking at. It does slide out. Thank you. And it reveals a whole second layer underneath for maybe another set of gear under here. So if you were swapping between 2 characters often, you know, you can put the gear under here that your alt character would have. You have a section for your disorders, for your fighting arts down here. You have a section right here for your armor sets and specialization, and another spot for all of your resources that you're carrying. Look, they even have a pencil and eraser section because we're always fighting for where's our pencil and where's our erasers to the game. Now it's all contained here in one set, and I don't have to search around the house each time I play. One other hidden compartment, which is under here. Let's see if I can pull it out with just one-handed, because they're all magnets that attach this off. There we go. It's not that hard. This slides out, and what you would do here, it's probably with 2 people. There we go.
Sorry.
With 2 people, I forgot to put the paper in here. This is where your settlement sheet would go, or you know, you could even put like the character, the campaign rule book in here. This is probably where we would put like our settlement sheet to keep track of our characters and whatnot, and it would just easily slide back in. There's a lot of room in here for it to go in. Much easier to push it back in that way, and then clicks right in because it's magnetic.
And how long did it take you to put together?
This one took me a little bit longer because there are a lot more pieces. The instructions are online. It took me about 30 minutes to build. Definitely wasn't bad at all. Everything fit in perfectly. So I definitely would recommend it. I would recommend having kind of like what I'm doing. I really like having one of these. That's going to be like your main person who sets up the Kingdom Death game, whatnot, and gets prepared for everyone that's going to come over and play. And then probably having 3 other of these character boards for everybody, because I think this one right here is perfect. It's everything you need. You do have a spot for your fighting arts and your disorders at the top. Everything on the right hand side. This is really what you need. This is what functions. The other thing is more for like storage space, and I believe there's even a large one that you can put all of your components in Kingdom Death together. So definitely check out the website. Again, I'm going to put them in the description below on this site, so you can check that out. And of course, look right here, these little holes right here. Very easy to pick these cards up, which I liked because
I won't bend them.
Because you won't bend them. That's right.
All right, so thank you again for sending us these amazing boards. If you want to purchase ones for yourself, they're on the Etsy site listed below. And they don't just do Kingdom Death Monster, they also do Madara boards, Arkham Horror boards, which would be pretty cool. And what was the other that they...
and Gloomhaven.
Oh, Gloomhaven.
So if you're still in the middle of Gloomhaven.
Gosh.
Very helpful.
I wish we were still in the middle of Gloomhaven. Whatever. Okay, so now we're at the part where...
You've been waiting for.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Naming. Okay?
Yeah.
So, settlement and how we're going to name our characters. Last time we did all kinds of gods and goddesses from all over. This time... What are some of the ideas?
Well, we already did Star Wars. That was the first one that I did, right? Because I think it's better to actually have a collection of names from like some sort of...
They need a theme.
Cool, like a theme, right?
Yeah.
So this way you can get involved rather than me just naming, all my friends and watching them die, right? Who wants to do that?
Right.
So yeah, we did Star Wars. Then,
what was yours and Chris's?
You know what? I don't remember.
Was it, oh, I know what it was. It was League of Legends.
That's right. How can I forget? It's probably because I haven't played the game since then. League of Legends.
Yeah, because that's my favorite part. Last time was Gods and Goddesses. So what are your ideas?
I don't have any.
Did
I have one? Oh, I was going to say superheroes, but...
We're not big Marvel fans in this family. We're much more...
Careful. We just lost like 18 subscribers because...
Oh, okay, sorry. I love Thor, actually.
I like Marvel.
And I love Doctor Strange, and I love Iron Man. We do love Marvel.
I like the old school X-Men, all right?
We just, we're bigger fans of Star Wars.
Right, I don't want to do a whole superhero theme.
Okay, because we don't want to be trendy. Okay, so... I thought we had something else.
Oh, yeah.
To offer.
Of course, like Mario characters. Like Nintendo.
Oh, yes.
It was Smash Brothers. It was
Smash Brother characters.
I think you might even be able to see it. I've got some of our Smash Brother amiibos all around our room down here, our gaming room down here. So
there's
we've
a
got
ton to pick from.
All of these characters.
I'm only
going to
do the Animal Crossing ones. Are they in Smash Brothers?
One is.
The Villager?
No, Maple.
What about, I thought the Villager was.
Oh, and the Villager, there's 2.
Okay.
Man, I'm so glad you checked me and everything.
Wow, okay. So, my ideas.
Okay,
now, okay. So, we were kids in the 80s, the early to mid 80s. So, I'm thinking...
Barely.
Okay, shut up.
Barely.
Okay, so, I was thinking we could do either, TV shows from when we were young, like He-Man, She-Ra, Carmen Sandiego.
Okay.
And then, like after school shows, Darkwing Duck. What did you watch after school?
Tailspin. Goof Troop. Animaniacs.
Yeah,
You
so
know, all
okay,
those
so I kind of
characters.
started with that, and then I thought, what
like,
about
early?
Saturday morning cartoons?
I was gonna say, you know, like
Garfield,
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon. Okay,
You didn't wake up to Sailor Moon.
No,
in the
I
morning?
watched Garfield, and then the other Garfield show that was about the farm.
That was so good.
What was that called?
Happy Farm.
No, I forget. And then Smurfs. We could do Smurfs, Gargamel, Smurfette, all of those. That was on Saturday mornings.
Smurfs.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Dragon Ball was a part of Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay, well
at
then
one
we
point.
can absolutely do Dragon Ball. And then I thought, well, that's super, super broad. What if we narrowed it down to like the Muppets?
You know, you're all over the place with
No,
this
I'm
thing.
trying to give a variety to see what people are feeling. What about the Muppets? Do you think that there would be enough
Are there
Muppet
50
characters?
Muppet characters out there?
We had 50 characters?
40 at least, yeah.
Then maybe we could do like Muppets / Sesame Street, maybe. I think maybe then Saturday morning cartoons is the best idea we have right now. So if
That's why
anybody
we're leaving it
else-
up there to everyone.
Or we could do board game characters of people we've played and we like. We could use Ebenezer from Gloomhaven. We could use my favorite Mintai Pan from Arkham.
No, I'm vetoing that one.
Why?
Because those are characters that we named in other games. I don't think people are going to have a connection.
Okay, well, everybody's going to know Mintai Pan that plays Arkham. Okay, so maybe not characters that I individually named, but hello, Diva, Nibbles. Those are named. I didn't name them, right? What's that game?
And people are going to know exactly where Diva
Arcadia Quest.
All right, we'll see.
Okay,
All right,
so
it's an
Smash
option.
Brothers is the most legit one right now that everybody's going to know. I think cartoons is pretty legit, too.
Okay.
But
Smash Brothers, cartoons, or other.
please list some great ideas for us. But I actually, it seems like it's going to take a while for us to get our acts together to get Kingdom Death started.
Right.
I really don't want to wait to have to begin our settlement. I want to begin the settlement right now. Here for everybody in this video, I want to start our settlement.
Even without naming?
Yeah, we could put the names in after. We can put the names in after. So how do you start a settlement in Kingdom Death?
Well, you start with just the random 4, but then you find people. But really, it's all about, making babies, having intimacy.
So you can
roll
make,
for it. You have to do endeavors for it, or
yeah, but that's to grow. Like, can we do intimacy to start this settlement?
intimacy to start this. Well, I don't know how that would work.
Well, what do you
guess
mean?
it's
I got this love juice right here. Could you maybe drink it for me, and we could see if we could get this started?
How would this?
What do you mean? Just drink it. See what happens.
No, nothing happens.
Oh my
It
god.
does-
Wait a minute. Something's happening. Did you roll any dice?
No dice for love juice. I really didn't do much.
Oh my god. It worked. The settlement has been started.